So, hello, and welcome to another stream. So, this one is a bit special to me because this is a world I've worked on in 2021 for a few months. I'm not entirely sure, but how long? Let me have a description. Yeah, from February to July 2021, I've been working on this world. So this is my test 1 world. You'll recognise some of these builds directly from... Sorry, you'll recognise some of these builds directly from Planet Minecraft because some of these are on Planet Minecraft. Of course, links in the description, as always. So, I think I should start with this little build we've got here. This was put in late on because I kept losing some of the essential stuff, like you can see in my inventory. I've retextured that didn't really go very well in hand, but retextured the bow to look like a Star Trek phaser. I didn't make the crossbow, or the communicator or tricorder, but they still look cool. And as you saw, they do work through a menu in the chat. So let's have a look on this. So I've forgotten what these do. Nothing? Really? Ew. Oh, that TP's... Okay. Let me just fix that. That's not for us on here. But never mind. I'll just fix it. So that's what that is. And I know in here I put the recipes for the... I think that's for the TARDIS key, the tricorder. No, that's the TARDIS key, that's the communicator, and that's the tricorder. I just put some lightning rockets in. And another spawn of that with a chest, or a bed, which no, we can't sleep till night. So yeah, this was kind of a fun little build to do. Didn't take me long, or I don't think it did. And I think it's time for me just to start by showing you around this, as it's right here. So this is my Millennium Falcon. It is a build that I got off of Planet Minecraft, but I edited it to make it more accurate. Some of you might recognise it a little bit, and some of you might recognise the changes I've made to this thing. This is the one of the builds I have on Planet Minecraft. So if I go up here, most of the changes I've made is inside anyway. So this is where the gunning platforms are. You go up, down there, and up here. Because there's a gun on the top and bottom of the ship. And I've got the engine back here in the hydro system, which isn't available at the moment, which is unfortunate. And yeah, I'm not going to leave that running for long because it's very loud. So this has got some more beds and some storage, and can open this trapdoor to go on top of the ship, just in case you need to do any work on it or something. Oh, look, I'm on top of the ship. So as you're on top of the ship, we can have a look at the gunning platform. This is the exact thing we just climbed up earlier. This is the gun that's on top of it. It's the same thing that's on the bottom. And look at all these details I showed earlier. Let's get back down into here though. So this ship is from Star Wars, if anyone doesn't know what the Millennium Falcon is. I've got a little door. This would go to the escape pod, but it kind of used it. And it doesn't have one right now. Got a little smuggling place here. I don't know why I put smuggling place in, but that's Han Solo's a smuggler. So you can expect to have one of these somewhere in the ship. They do go around in the floorboards, but this doesn't because of the, the size of it. and then this goes straight down to the cockpit. And I put them signs are right before I left because I thought it was funny. I was transferred this over to my test 2 world, which I don't actually have anymore. Fun fact. The Black Pearl also went over to that. And that's the Millennium Falcon, except from a little games room here. I don't know why, but you know. And then come down the ramp. What's that? So, I think what's more fitting than to have a look around this thing, which is my first design of the Black Pearl. So if any of you have watched my Watercraft series, that Black Pearl that I built on Watercraft is actually my second. But this one also has a full interior, but it's not quite as accurate. I more freestyled on this build. So it's completely made of coal, the top bit is, and the bottom, I decided to make the bottom bit that goes underneath the water completely out to, I think it's blackstone. Yeah, blackstone. Don't ask me why I did that. Of course, I wanted to have a go with some of the ropes and stuff, with at the time fences. I wasn't quite into detailing, but I did attempt on the sails, and I think I did alright. You can see there's chests everywhere because I did use this as a base in a world one time. This was designed as a base because around the time me and my brother were doing what we called a modded survival, which is where my brother would be in creative mode and give me certain things. Would be on modded Minecraft, and she'd give me some certain things once to get complete through the mod, which was fun for a time until I got bored and came in. So I thought I might as well just bring this shit onto this world, and yeah, I'm glad I did, to be honest. Right, so here I've got, this is the helm. It's a bit more posher than the Watercraft one because it's less accurate, because I fancied too. And let's have a look in the captain's quarters. Oh, we've got a weapon cannon. Don't mind the effects, that's because, oh, darn it. Don't mind the effect, that's because of the phasers. Every arrow in the game. So, in this case, down here, this is the captain's quarters area. So, did I put anything there? Oh, I'm not going to look at that. Not cheating there or anything, but you know, I forgot that was in there. Just full of rockets. That's nice. Right. And I've got a little bed here, some furnaces, you know, yada yada, just some interior. I've got the main deck. There's nothing in, I don't think there's anything used. But yeah, you can see down to the lower decks through these grates here, and you can see across the front. Why do I have the lights on? Ever since I put this design in for the railings, I've hated it ever since, because you just can't see over it. That meant me experimenting on the next one to get the railings in with carpet and walls and some string, which looks much better. And this is where you can find where you can go down to the water level to jump off the ship if you wanted to. Oh, I flew onto it, but... So this one actually does have an anchor on both sides. This is probably what I would have made the anchor as if I had to have done it myself. I would have probably done something like that. Come on. There we go. It's a bit difficult to get onto these. Okay. Got it. Sorry about that. So now we'll go down the stairs to see the gun deck. it's much smaller and much more cramped. I much prefer the new one. We've got a few tables in here. And down here, which we do have the prison cells. A much smaller design, but again, I much prefer the new ones. Okay, I only got 4, because these are the crew quarters, right down the bottom of the ship. And this is the area that was set up like a proper base. So we've got enchantment table, set up your anvils, chest. So, if we come back up the back, get everything up torches, of course, because it's a 16th century pirate ship. And oh, I completely forgot to show you. Even on this one, you can still access the front, but you can't jump on the mast on this one, unfortunately, which is sad. I enjoyed doing that in Warcraft. So I've got one that's in water, and then one that's just on the land over there. They're exactly the same, so I'm not going to show you around that one. So I think next build that I want to show you, don't worry about the mob farm, Jack kind of got bored one day, is actually this, which is the first ever thing on Planet Minecraft, which is the USS Enterprise. This is my first attempt at a full-size this, and honestly, I think I did pretty well. Sorry about the red hoops on it. I decided to make an electric course because we got bored. And then this has got a full interior, in these shuttles and stuff. So I'm not going to show you any more of this interior because we've actually got a specific function on this world that makes this Enterprise much more different than any of my others. For example, if I just fly down, I'll go around to the background here. So, now if I grab the communicator and just click it once, I've been transported to the Enterprise. How cool is that? Of course, we've got some blinking light that goes around the walls. And hi, Goof. Do you like the transporter? I'll do it again. So yeah, that's that. And then it doesn't just go to the Enterprise. If I shift, you can see all of the different places that this goes to. This is the same with the USS Vengeance, which I'm actually going to show next, and the TARDIS, which I'm excited to show you because that completely works. So let's continue showing you around the Enterprise. So this is the transporter room area. Oh, I'm going to ignore that. And yeah, this is completely empty. Let's go up to the bridge. I can actually go down, which has got the prison cells in them, which you can just sit inside of if you want to. Oh, I'm in prison. No, I'm just going to go through. I didn't quite finish it because I wanted to get on to do something else. And this is the... No, this is actually above the transporter room. And this is that the area in the source of separation, where in the movie they separate the source. So if I go up a bit more, this is the bridge of the Enterprise. So you can walk around it, sit in the seats if you want to. Stand, you don't really sit down in this game, do we? You could use a minecart, but I decided not to. So we've got different desks around the room and an actual window we can see. the front of the saucer, where it actually got the registration on it. So yeah, I'm quite happy with this. And let's go down a couple levels. Back down to transporter room. And here, we'll just turn the light on and off. So we've got the elevator from the shuttle bay, and then this goes to the shuttle bay. So yeah, that works quite well. And if we go to the saucer, what we've got to do is get in this and push the button. No, getting from the shuttle bay. So this is the shuttle bay, and you've got the computer. It's a big computer. I'm not going to explain to you what a computer does, but I could, but I'm not going to ramble on about that. Let's have a look at these, shall we? Go right to the back. I can actually jump into these shuttles. See, they do have seating, and you can't see much out the window because it's a shuttle. And this is the place where you pilot said shuttle. Or perhaps, yeah, that's all and good. I just want to give the shuttles a basic interior. And it's the same to what is up here. You just go up this ladder instead of flying. So now if we go a bit further down, I can go to the torpedo bay. Now these are the torpedoes. So if you're wondering what the Enterprise key is doing in my hand, this is an airlock. So if we wanted to, we can just shove the Enterprise key in there, push the button, close the door behind, and open this. But I'm going to take the key, where this is quite literally so I can just take off from the Enterprise. And see that dispenser there? I'm going to break the carpet, I'll put it back. And then let's put the Enterprise key in there and push the button. We'll actually close it up. So then, of course, so when the Enterprise goes into water, like in the second movie, it's completely sealed from space. Or water, like they went into water in the second movie. And just push the button again. The platform will get out, will come out, and put this back there. And let's jump off the side. There we go. Now I can close the airlock and continue the door. So, these are the torpedoes. They don't really do anything because they're here for decoration. But you might find, let's go down a little bit more into the engineering section. Here's where all the water pipes go, because it's hydro-powered. I don't know how, but just a mess of water pipes down here. Now, the next part is going to be absolutely full of radiation. That's why it's behind this red door. So if anyone knows, red always means danger. If you see a red door like this, do not do what I'm about to do. That's why it's got a special engineering key in order to get inside. And yeah, let's just flood the entire ship out with radiation, shall we? Because that is the warp core. And if anyone's wondering, that's how you get down to the warp core, basically. These two keys, you find them in the shulker box to where you spawn in the worlds that this is given to you on the download in Planet Minecraft. So you can use those to get in and out of the Enterprise, really. So let's, I don't want to flood the Enterprise with radiation, so let's just close the door. might as well beam us back to the spawn hut, shall we? So, before I show you anything else, no, actually, I said I think I'll show you USS Vengeance next. I think I should do that, shouldn't I? This is the transport room of USS Vengeance. It gets kind of a maze in here. Hopefully I can remember my way through. You can get down. These are just absolutely bonkers transport pads. Let's just get down here. Even more transporter pads. I think there's another way down. Yeah, there is, right here. It's kind of a bit hidden. This is supposed to be the computer. And that, I will show you where this is later. But that goes off the ship. Now, if I go down this ladder, which I completely ignored, this goes underneath this area. I think one of these you can get through. Ah, there we go. You can sneak through here. I do kind of sneak through the USS Vengeance. And some tricorders, and the computer banks. And I don't know what this is, but I seem to... This probably goes through the neck. Keep going down. Yeah. So the interior of the rest of this is exactly the same as the Enterprise, it's just dark. Actually, might as well show us. Yeah, this is these are the doors at the end of the shuttle bay that they go through in the movie. That one's out of order. But yeah, this is Scotty's tricorder, and that's banned. Scotty's communicator, sorry, but never mind. Let's show you around this ship, shall we? This is basically the evil ship from Star Trek Into Darkness, which Khan kind of crashes at the end. So we've got a massive hole in the saucer section there, which makes it kind of fun sometimes. And that body, you can't see much. This is basically double the size of the Enterprise, but yeah, made in the same size. So it goes down to... We've gone a bit too far down. There's the shore bay. Oh, there we go. There's the shore bay. Sorry, you don't know. Let's get destroyed in the movie. If I'm right, this is still run by the Enterprise. Yeah, there's one in there. Yeah, that's still run by the Enterprise key. It's literally just a duplicate of the Enterprise. And from here, I can just jump off. I don't know why I did that, but you know. This even goes all the way down into the warp core. So yeah, I can just climb all the way up this ladder, like a teeny tiny little trick. Where am I? Oh, this is where I want to be. I'm underneath the pipes. I can actually get in one here. To go up and up and up. And we're in the saucer section. Exactly the same as Enterprise, don't worry. And this is the transport room. So then this will go straight up to the bridge of the USS Vengeance. So look at that big screen. But it's quite a lot of it is caught up by the slit in the saucer. But never mind. There's a load of controls in here. I love this bridge. I don't know why, I just really like it. And I've just... Yeah, we're leaving. So might as well use USS Vengeance's tricorder to get out of here. Let's go back to the spawner. That is so... You really don't know how useful that is if you get lost. Because that is so useful. So... I think we might just come over to this bit here. This is me trying out redstone. And Jack showing it to me. So this is kind of just flush piston door that I can't seem to get into. Oh, I'm in. I'm stuck. I'm not going to play with that anymore. Now this is just 2x2 flush piston door. These are mainly doors. That's a button to press. Then it's just very simple. And this is a failed attempt at a horizontal 2x2 piston door, which I was trying. I don't know why, but you know, I don't know what this is because it's not finished. I know exactly what this is. A hidden staircase. I can just climb up it. And this was Jack trying to show me flush and seamless 2x2 piston door. Yeah. And this one, which is a flush and seamless piston door. This was the amount of space that we required before we did the resource with the communicator in order to transport ourselves from the Enterprise. It's empty because we took out the we took out the command blocks. So that's the redstone. I'd like to call this the redstone center, and this is... Yeah, I know what this is. It was supposed to move structures, but we never really got it working. Well, they did, but without me. And that was basically a sand door that didn't work. This was fun though. This is an infinity room. Don't worry, I made it. So yeah, right on the top we've got a bubble chamber. Where it's supposed to drop down like that. So yeah, that was fun. What the idea is, you put an ender pearl in there. One of these guys. And this is like an ender pearl stasis chamber. This one's an ender pearl stasis chamber. Well, I never got it working. What's this? Tag equals emergency. I don't know. Right, okay, so... now this is an ender pearl stasis unit. Yeah, we did get that one working. So we just throw your ender pearl down. Oh, I know. Before we did the trapdoor one, we thought we did this. Hey, we found pearls. push the button in the middle. Watch this. Stasis chamber. And fitted another one somewhere else. So, I think the last thing I need to show is this. Before we thought of these, and actually before we thought of that over there, we thought, my brother decided to make a working minecart station. So this goes to the Enterprise, the train station, the Mining Falcon, the base, and in the command centres where all the command blocks were before we put it all into the resource pack, which it now is in to make it less cluttered here. So let's go straight to the Enterprise. There you go. Now we've got to go back there. To the minecart station. That works. That works really well. So that was Enterprise. What takes us to the train station? Wrong button. I think that minecart. And here we're in the train station, which I'll show to you later. I don't know why I destroyed the minecart. I'll show you the train station later. Then that goes, this just goes to the Falcon. Sitting right there. Wrong button again. And then let's take it to the base. Talking about the base, let's show you the base. This is basically I started building a pattern, and then my brother said it looks interesting, so he wanted to flip it again and again and again and again. So it ended up turning into a Hermitcraft style mega base. And yeah, we kind of went all out on this. Look at that. Absolutely, look at that. I'm thinking of doing something similar to this on the CM, on a creative multiplayer server I'm planning. I might do, or I might not. And I loved flying through these rings. So, as I said, we pretty much went all out. This is a fully functional base. That's the bottom of the elevator. Because these are the storage units. So we've got 3 of those ones, and then straight through the middle we've got a book storage and an item elevator, which is actually really funny. And we'll grab some acacia. I don't know where this is going to go in the system, but watch this. Should see the item. There we go. Just pop up there. That's funny. This ladder is for shulker box storage. I'll have to find that block later. These are probably gone involved. Or somewhere along the outside. So Ford decided to completely decorate this place. There's a button there. Oh, okay. Got a secret area behind the shulker boxes. Yeah, that's nice. Let's mess around with this then. Think of it. Think what if I made this a watercraft? This would be crazy. If I had to like move out. So that's the. Oh, I've almost forgot. Right in the middle of the base, you've got an enchanting setup, nectars and beacons. And I haven't shown you the entire upwards part yet, which is got a working water elevator inside of it. So how's that? I'll just jump out of it whenever I want. These are actually nether portals, but they're not lit. They do light. Yeah, it's changed to go down now. It's much quicker when they're... And then this is like an elytra launch platform. But you can... Not really, this is domed. But yeah, this is an elytra launch platform. This was a lot of fun to build, that's kind of why I built it. And it's great fun to play on. See the rest of the world. So, before I show you anything else now, I want to show you something that's took forever for me and my brother to do, which is the TARDIS. This was the last thing we completed on this world. Like, as soon as we completed this, we got bored, technically. So, I'm going to open these doors. As you can tell, this has a bigger on the inside, smaller on the outside. Until I open the door. Look at that. Fully works with immersive portals. That is so cool. And these controls, they do work. For example, grab the lever. Look, that actually goes up and down. So I guess I can just play some music, shall I? Fix it. Nah, it's fine. It's just a loop. I can even set the weather, and I can actually set. This is actually a time machine, so I can literally just set the time. Oh, let's do it too. Maybe do that. No, maybe I should keep my minutes on just. Let's change the time, shall we? This is a Minecraft clock, so you can tell what time it's going to be. So now we just set to there. I don't know what that is, but you know, probably night time. It's night time. And yeah, you can see that does actually work. We're currently at night. And if you want to set the time to day, all you've got to do, just click this. Wait for it just to go around. I want it in the morning, like right in the morning. And there we go, we're in the morning. Look at that beautiful sunrise. So we're going to be using the TARDIS to get to each place once I've shown you all of these features. So we've got some stabilizers, which don't do anything. Sonic Charger ain't available at the moment. This just gives you the craft recipe for the key. Got the radio. We can set the weather to thunder. Open the door. It's raining. Oh, it's thundering. I'm not kidding you, this works. Oops. Let's just clear it. There you go. Sometimes I have to click the clear weather button twice because it doesn't want to work. Oops. Yeah, oops. I'm not supposed to do that. So now let's set to rain. Some lovely rain. Nah, I'm going to want it clear. Let's just set this to clear, shall we? So, the special thing about the TARDIS is if you can tell, if you've got any data packers here, you might be able to tell this is an armour stand. If you can tell it's an armour stand, I really congratulate you, because yeah, you can tell because I'm not rendering it right now. That means if I have the TARDIS exterior as an armour stand, and this is an US Portals portal, I can move it. I can literally move it. So in that case, I can move the TARDIS. Let's go the big base. I can do the rematerialize if I want to, but I don't have to. Here. Ooh, I fell straight into the water stream. Because we are literally right to the big base. In a bit of a precarious place, to be honest. We can take to the Enterprise. This time we will just dematerialize. Now we're in the Enterprise. How lovely is that? So, now, I think it's time that I'll be showing you the train station, shall we? Because there's a lot there that I want to show. Now, welcome to the train station. So if you notice, this is another build that's on Planet Minecraft. Right next to me, we have the Polar Express. Actually, let's go outside the train station and show you. So, on Platform 1, we have the Polar Express. Platform 2, we have the Hogwarts Express. Platform 3 is empty. But Platform 4 has the Flying Scotsman. That's just some trains I decided to make. There they are. So this is like an oldish train, like a heritage train station. And we've got some seating areas in here. this train's theme is carried on in the test 3, which I might show you later on another stream though. And right where the TARDIS is, we've even got a calf, which right behind the bar and the calf is where the minecart bit goes. How lucky is that? And what's that? There's another police box. Shall we have a look, see what that is? This is my vanilla TARDIS. This TARDIS, everything you see in here is created using vanilla Minecraft, except from the beacons, which shouldn't really be looking like that. You can see what this is intended to look like, except from the beacons to be normal beacons. So this is what I kind of had before. And these don't work. They don't really do anything. And now I can exit TARDIS. Ooh. Is the portal still there? Yes, because that's the problem I was having earlier. The portal kept disappearing. So, now let's have a down at the Polar Express, shall we? This is a lovely... I love this build. Who doesn't love the Polar Express? Oh, look, I've even got a fog effect straight down the tunnel. It's heading straight towards there. So you can jump board this train, well, the cabin of it, and you can even sit inside of the driver's seats. The conductor's seat, I think, but you can walk over here, jump over the tops of the train if you want to, or you can walk between the carriages. Like this. This has a full interior, all of these carriages, you've got panels in the ceiling to store some stuff. You can jump over between the carriages. This is the same. I'm not going to show you that. The only difference in the Polar Express between the inside of the carriages is on the last one. Here I might as well show you jumping on this carriage. This interior is a bit different. No, this one ain't. I've changed it. But right at the back, it's missing something, but never mind. There's the lights right on the back. And stop time, because this is the max where the tracks go. And yeah, I've done a little bit of terraforming down here. This is my first ever go at terraforming. I did this entire thing by hand and used a command to turn it into grass, turn to dirt, waited for something to turn into grass, and then, you know, that kind of stuff. So now let's have a look at the other train, shall we? Back at the front of the train station. I told you this was busy. You can go over the top of the trains. And this track's completely empty. That one. Platform 3 is. So this is the Hogwarts Express. Kind of what you expect from Harry Potter, don't you think? And this is inside of the locomotive. I'm just going to climb up the coal pile. And then go through. These carriages are like cubicles, but they're tiny because scale. This is to scale to the player. I believe the rear carriage is different from all the others. Oh, now it's just a toilet. Yeah, this is the rear carriage. See, it's a bit different. You want to. You've got tables, but you can't sit up by them. And that's the back of the train. That's our train. And then, shall I run across the Flying Scotsman? Yeah, let's run across the Flying Scotsman. I've just got a craze of trains. See, on this side, this is just seats inside these carriages as well. Just small seats. More seats. And then we've got the engine. There's the inside of the cabin. All of them are different. There we go, that's the Flying Scotsman. And don't worry, we've just got a few DeLoreans time travelling. But that one's on the rail. That's why this rail's empty. So instead of the narrow gauges, it's a standard gauge rail. That's the DeLorean from Back to the Future 3. You can see he's travelled here. And then you've got a flying DeLorean just following it. Which is good. And that kind of does light up this area a little bit too, because this is lit up. Personally, I think this looks great. There's just one thing I haven't shown you yet. That's all the way back here. Down here. We have a London Underground, an entire London Underground train, but there's no tunnel on this side. Look, the tracks are different again. Oops, I didn't mind the gap. You've really got to mind the gap. And yeah, this one doesn't have an interior on because it's too small to have an interior on. Let's just fly through this. It's a long train. Finally got a little in between the carriages there. And that's in the tunnel. It's the train tunnel. Some red lights tend to stop. Yeah, it's not going anywhere in a month of Sundays. That's fine. Oh, sorry. My voice should be much clearer now. Down here. So, that's the train station, really. And we've got some lovely terrain around it, even some lovely waterfalls. Even more lovely terrain. And then we've got the Queen Anne's Revenge over there, I'll show you in a bit. Even some more terrain. This took absolutely forever to do because I had to build it, then I had to texture it, then I had to go the entire thing with bone meal just to get it looking like this. Another waterfall because I wanted to break up that massive blob. And some cliffs. Decided I wanted to make them like little cliffs because this is where the tunnels are and it just doesn't make sense. This is a great cliff there. And yeah, that's where the tunnels are. So I think now I don't want to lose TARDIS anywhere. I'm going to leave it there. I'll fly there now. This is the Queen Anne's Revenge. It's another pirate ship I built, but this time I forgot to change the cannons to working ones. But you know, this helm on this one's all the way up here, which doesn't quite make much sense. But can't. You can see even less than you can on the Black Pearl, but that's how the ship is. This one doesn't have a complete interior because I gave up. Come on, it's a pirate ship. What else am I supposed to do? So here are the working cannons, but I've got to change the ends to dispensers. Never mind. Now that's much lower cannon deck. I tried to go for a different vibe for this one. Yeah, I think these are prison cells. Much more in this ship. Wow, that's a lot of prison cells. And some... Ah! They're cannon, they're different kind of cannon. That's why. And yeah, load of storage. What do you expect from a pirate ship? This goes even further? I ain't been in this ship in ages, so... It's a big ship. These are all the crew quarters. It's... And there's all the storage. Holding a lot of stuff here. Hope none of it's stolen. Well, they are pirates, so... Those bloody pirates. So yeah. I'm just going to fly back over. And we're going to start on the stuff over here, finally. If anyone wondered. Yeah, I didn't build that car over there, all this, but I don't know why, but I just wanted to see what they were like in game, so I just left them here. Let's close that door. So this is a house that I built with no windows, and you will see why. It has quite a good reason. This is another big project I did. It doesn't look that big, does it? So let's go in through the door. Look at this. What a big house have we got. Wait, is that another TARDIS? I really did go overboard on this one, didn't I? Yeah, I have another TARDIS. Now this one I can go up here. It's a little area backstage here, but you know. Another TARDIS. Never thought I'd say that, but you know, I have now. Right, let's go back down. So this interior is inspired off of the game called Homescapes, because that's the fish part. Then we got a little camp area. Okay, so this bit here is just a show off of the Immersive Portals mod. So this is one of the prison cells in the Enterprise, and it's not here. So I can actually go through this. That's why there's a door here. You see? Can't even see it. You never knew it was here, did you? Now I can go back through here. Back into this house. So yeah, this house, you can only really get to it from Portal. Let me show you. Go back out through the front door. Go in spectator mode. This Untill, that interior, is not actually inside of this house. What is actually inside of this house? I did attempt to interior, but I kind of quickly gave up. I did a spiral staircase and just didn't know what to do with it. So what is where this house is It's right inside the big part of my terraforming, because that is the underground. There's the TARDIS. And the house is this. This is where the house actually is. So, yeah, I decided to have a bit of fun. Even when I go upstairs, I've always thought about bedrooms here, but I just decided not to. This is all just me experimenting everything on this world. So, remember in the USS Vengeance, you saw an area. That's probably because it's this. You can tell it's a portal because there's the shadow there. Now we are actually inside the USS Vengeance because this is the extra transporter pods. I kind of got bored and just put these in one day. A house inside of a ship. So, there is one secret in here. Now this corridor, it doesn't really go anywhere, it just goes inside of my terraforming. Breaks the illusion. There's something there. Can you see? There is definitely something there. Now let's see how we can get inside. Oh, there's a hole here. Ouch, that hurt. There we go. It goes down here by the looks of things. Hey! A swimming pool! Might as well just start swimming in it. Wait, is that a secret? That's a secret entrance. Wait, I didn't even know this is here. This is a secret base. Painting trick. I always think there's something behind a painting. Yeah, I didn't even know this was here. I know Jack did this, built this, and I think he might have made some other secret bases along the way. So yeah, that's fun. Wait, I think I might know where one of them is. It's like really hidden inside of one of these. Let's have a look. I'm sneaking inside of a block. I'll try and find it. Maybe. That's solid. It's 100% solid. That's solid. Oh, I thought there was one in here. I genuinely thought there was one in here. But I know you can go through here. Okay, That's broken. Could still be here though. I have an idea. Let's just go under there. I try to find a secret places. I thought it was a secret base. There it is. What I'm looking for. Sneaky. It is here, right in the corner. I don't know how you get in there though. That is very sneaky. Shall I see where the others are? I'm cheating. Yeah, let's see where the others are. That one. This one. I wonder where you go. Yo! Ho, ho, ho. This is the one that... I knew it was in here. Right there, it's a secret base. I knew there was one in the pillars. We found it. It really didn't need the door though. The trapdoors are enough to hide it. Next one, or is there any more? This one. This will get... Actually, I think this will get us back up. Yeah. Secret base right here. Because that button isn't really there, is it? Because that's the wall. You are cheeky. You are really sneaky, aren't you? There's the portal. This is why my brother lives in immersive portals. Because he gets to prank me. There you go. Now, finally. Get on with this. You lot been listening to me rant for long enough. Elevator time. Jack's idea. Definitely a load of elevators. First one, it's basically, Jack was wondering, wait, what's the quickest way to get to build height? Let's see, TNT? Does that even get us high enough? Yeah. Didn't get to build height. But you know. Let's see if redstone can do even better. Still gets you quite high though. Redstone? Let's see, limestone. I think it's supposed to do this in a minecart. So that carries you up a little bit. No, that doesn't work. Next one. By minecart. A few of them disappeared, but you know. Come on. There we go. Right, minecart. So this does get you to the top. Well, the minecart, it can definitely get down. Slowly. Look at this. Is this not satisfying? Isn't this just falling with style? Ow, 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 ow. That hurts. Yay, finally to the floor. That's a very painful way to get down. Next is redstone block. This is gonna be exciting. I told you it'd be exciting. And laggy. It's quite slow, isn't it? I think I'm just gonna lag through the block before I get there. But it does work. Thanks, Jack, who slowed me tore down. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I tried to put you on hold for a minute. That was a long way to get up, but we are here. Let's do another one. Whee! And I'm dead. That's fine. Let's do another piston. Just push me out. Okay, what's done on this one? It doesn't work. Okay. I think I might try just call the elevator. It's heavily coming down. Just where is it? It's all the way at the top. I'm not getting in that. I'm not going to get in that. It's going to take too long. So yeah, honestly, I think levitation by TNT will be the quickest. Okay, so skyscrapers. What do we got here? I just decided to make a couple of skyscrapers. I got inspired by B-dubs. So, yeah, this is what I made. It's not much to talk about though, is it? I think, did I give it interior? Yeah, I did. Yeah, one of these. Brilliant, like I showed earlier. And the full stasis chamber in a massive... That's all that's in there. What a waste of a building. I could have done so much more on this world. And this is another skyscraper I did. Which this one's got a DeLorean with a hoverboard right there. Exact same as what's over there. Let's see. What is we got here? There's a DeLorean in the middle of it. And there's a load of DeLoreans in here. That's good. Please don't tell me it's a dropper. Let's get up there by flying. Perhaps it is a dropper. I'm not going to get every single one of the nukes, no way. I'm not doing that. I'm not that kind of person. Right. I don't do these anymore, but I used to be obsessed with Thunderbirds, and I used to build the Thunderbirds. These are not my builds, but I made stuff that's very similar, like eerily similar. These are from Planet Minecraft, but one day I just decided to just do it because I could. That's, yes, this is one I made. I made this exact thing. This is my style of Thunderbird, really. And I'm not going to talk about that again. There we had a little redstone project from Jack. It's called the Impatient Man's Smelter. Smelts stacks of a block, like, really quickly. And he asked me to decorate it. I think I did a good job. It's called the Impatient Man's Smelter, so... And yeah, there's the redstone. So it is actually in there. And yeah, this is the map area. I'm not going to talk about that yet, but it will get explained. So here, these two planes, if you've seen them around, again, I did not build them. I just put them in here for no reason whatsoever. Because, I guess, I like planes. Please don't run me over. Oh good, you're not moving. That, basically we decided to bring Mumbo Jumbo's Hermitcraft 6 base onto this world and do a little building on it. For example, completely encasing the redstone because I thought it looked messy to look like factory buildings. I think I've done a good job, and I actually textured it this time. So yeah. And then Jack also decided, I don't know why he decided to do this, but the dome in the middle, he wanted it to make it a perfect dome. And that's what he did. This in here is a perfect dome, you can't really tell. I don't know why he wanted to do that, but he did. So that's up to him. And that's Mumbo's base. I think that is it. Except from Stashinator, which I think will close on the Stashinator. and which is this, is another build that I didn't do, but we decided to bring it on here for fun, and my brother made it work. So this is the Stashinator 9001 from Green Hermitcraft. This is when Green removed Mumbo's Hermitcraft and Mumbo's mustache in Series 6. The song that played on the radio in the TARDIS earlier, that is in this. So let's take Mumbo's mustache away. Push the button. Take that mustache away. And it's gone. It's completely gone. And I think that's a nice place to end. So, I guess there's literally nothing else left in this world to show you. It's like, why are we even still here? Oh, I know why you're still here. You're watching the stream. You like my content, don't you? So, I don't usually do this, but if anyone's got down to where I am right now, even though there's been one person the entire time, I don't mind. Well, a load of people can watch it later, hopefully. I hope so. What would be the point of doing this otherwise? So I don't usually ask this, but if you got to this point in the video, you wouldn't mind maybe subscribing or like and subscribing. I've never asked for subscriptions before, but you know, yeah, it'll be good. We're going to have a good time. So I think, yeah, that is that. Look at this sad face. See ya.